are listening to the KRCA podcast brought to you by speedcube.co.nz.
Hello everyone and welcome to episode 12 of the KRCA podcast. I'm your host, Liam Ollick, also known as Quinty Quirts.
I'm Dwyane Ramos and I'm the current national champion for 3x3 one-handed and cube.
I'm Jasper Murray and I didn't know we introduced ourselves with achievements.
I'm Mike, I own speedcube.co.nz and I run Christchurch Speedcubers.
Awesome. So thanks for joining us.
Easy. Thanks for having me. I don't have any records or anything. I've got nothing to show off about, but I'm here.
You own one of the biggest cubing stores in New Zealand. That could be the place.
Let's just go ahead and say the biggest based on absolutely no evidence whatsoever.
Opinion based.
My opinion.
We don't have the data yet, but
Mike is actually the 3x3 of feet national champion in 2016.
Yeah. Let's just say that.
Really?
Alright, so in the comments from last episode we got 2 questions, so we're gonna answer those ones.
Yay.
So from Pingu Souls, this one's for Jasper. Why is Pyramid such a good event? And we can all answer this, I guess, but it's targeted towards Jasper.
Probably the main thing I like about it is that it's like extremely realistic to get like a top 100 or better ranking with no algorithms. And it's like such a short event for how intuitive it is, and I think that's really cool. And the turning is really fun once you get good at it.
Alright, so I'd like to say that I don't know how to answer that question, but because Pyraminx is not a good event, I don't. You see these tips, right? Pyraminx has these tips, alright? Why do we have them in the first place? It's just useless. I'm pretty sure James can agree with me on that one. The one thing we both agree upon. But I don't know. Pyraminx it just looks funky. You know, if you look at a puzzle, it's just funky. You want to solve a funky puzzle? Maybe, but
I mean,
who would? It's not a good event.
Tips aren't like really hard at all because they're
yes, it is. You know how to move them.
Extremely intuitive.
You just turn them and then you're good to go.
There's some defending Pyraminx. Okay, I'll help you, Jasper.
Do you know how to move a tip? It's impossible.
It can still be like fun trying to like get good at tips.
No,
like
it's not.
It sounds dumb because tips are really easy, but like you still need good precision and stuff to actually do tips properly.
You're just saying that because you used to hold NB for it, you should hold the national best.
Maybe in I would, but like it actually used to be my main event in like I don't know 2017, 2018.
I pity you.
And then
phrase.
Me and Jasper competed at nationals, and we both swore to get way better, and only he did. and then I moved to Clark.
Everything went downhill from nationals. Everything went downhill. He started from Clog, now he did a 24-hour challenge. His sleep schedule's all messed up.
That's interesting. I didn't know you were a triangle man before you got onto the clock.
Yeah, I wasn't great at it. Like, I averaged 6, which is... I wasn't, like, near world class, near national class at it at all. But I still found it my, like, most fun event.
Yeah, I think it's just, like, it's a good one, I think, because it's one of those short ones that's, like, a good... spectator one, but also like people don't rage out about Pyraminx being lucky like 2x2.
Yeah,
but isn't there similar chances of getting a lucky scramble?
I'd say it's way slimmer because it's like 6 or 7 moves like as a minimum.
Yeah,
so lucky.
If you have a 4-move 2x2 scramble, it's like anyone's gonna see that, but I think a lot of the time you do have to be somewhat skilled to find like 7 or 8 move per solutions, which is it's not trivial. There is definitely a lot of luck involved, but it's not ridiculous. And once you get good at finding solutions, it's like unless the scramble is absolute trash or like a 6 mover, then you can get a similar time on most solves.
Alright, but I have another point I'd like to bring up about Pyraminx being a bad event.
That wasn't the question.
Can't wait to hear this one.
Pyraminxes are painful, right? You know, you touch it and then
Bring this up.
you immediately scream in pain. So I have a piece of paper right now, right? I'm gonna slam it onto a 3x3 and then a Pyraminx, and then we'll judge it based on the damage, right?
Okay, this is good test. This is good science. I like this.
It's scientific evidence. All right. So
You need to
first of
control
all-
the variables here, like how hard are you pushing it?
Hey, don't tell them that. Okay. Alright, basically, what? Just imagine that the paper didn't break at all. Alright? But with the Pyramix, right? I'm gonna slam it, not too hard, but. Ow!
Oh my god. Are you okay?
The paper isn't, that's for sure. But pretty much, there's a hole in the paper. So, I think we can agree with this that Pyramixes are more painful and therefore are a threat to society.
I can't believe I'm selling these things to kids. I'm gonna have to put warning labels on them.
Exactly.
I had no idea.
Warning sharp objects.
Yeah.
This is why tips are so dangerous. This is why I don't like tips. Not only are they so difficult to move, but they're also painful.
Okay.
I think in answer to the original question, why is Pyraminx such a good event? It's maybe just the best puzzle to be armed with in some sort of riot situation.
Combat.
In combat, it's the best one for combat.
So it's like a level 100 whoopee cushion.
Yeah, very good.
Alright, so another question we got was from Alex Taylor. The Cubicle versus Speed Cube Shop. So I think Mike will be able to answer this pretty well, considering he runs a Cube Shop as well.
Oh, okay. Well, here's the thing. I've only ever ordered from the Cubicle of all the American speed stores. Speed Cube stores. But I'm a big fan of Phil Yu.
No, yeah.
I think he's a bit of a legend. I like the way the store is set up. I like the way the store's run. I like all the staff that he's got that are doing. They're all clearly really into what they're doing. Their whole, their whole setup thing where they tension and lube cubes with certain lubes. I think that's really cool. It's the Cubicle Pro Shop, isn't it? That's kind of cool. Yeah, I don't know. I've got nothing against Speed Cube Shop. I like their videos actually.
I don't know if I've seen any or remember
Speed
any.
Cube Shop.
Oh, they're not like as well known as the Cubicle videos, and I don't think they are like quite a similar, not quite the same style, but they do make videos about products quite frequently.
Yeah, they've got their own style. It's always super top down. It's super clean and white and everything in the background. They're very technically amazing videos. But I like how Phil and the Cubicle guys are like, they're happy to laugh at themselves a little bit, you know? Like the Cubicle had that video recently where they sort of sang the song at the start. I can't remember which product it was. They were kind of doing like a doo 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 intro, and it was just amazing. It was so funny. It came out of nowhere.
Yeah, the behind the scenes stuff is actually quite fun to watch as well. Like some of the videos that you can see. They also send like random stuff if you ask in the orders.
Oh, yeah, the attention to detail with their orders, the way someone said in their order, like, send me a cool pattern to do, and one of the staff wrote a pattern on the back, like a pattern algorithm on the back of a receipt. That kind of stuff I really like.
Yeah, like I spent some gift cards at the Cubicle and asked for a photo of banana. Not sure if they're gonna do it, but hopefully.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I talked for ages on that one. What do you guys reckon?
I mean, I've also only ordered from the Cubicle, so I can't really say much. But I know that the real answer here is Speaky and Zed. Link in the
Obviously.
description, obviously.
But I don't know. I just prefer Speedcube Shop because I think they have better shipping costs. I don't know.
I don't think that either.
I don't have the
Like,
scientific data.
I spent $32 of gift cards at the Cubicle with $30 shipping.
But I just like their PVC services, and like it helped me with cubing and stuff, where I keep dropping my cubes, and I'm gonna have to go in Team Speedcube Shop. I'm sorry, Mike. Don't take this the wrong way. I'm not gonna become. Never mind. I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
Hey, this is all understandable. I will have done my job properly if you all get sponsored by bigger shops than this. That's how I know I'll have done the job right.
Yeah.
Is the way I look at it.
What do you think, Jasper?
Well, I've never ordered from Speedcube Shop, but I've ordered from the Cubicle, and I think it was good. And I mostly like a lot of the stuff I was gonna say. Mike said about like the Cubicle's kind of social media friendly vibe that they kind of have going on, and I quite enjoy that, and how they sponsor a lot of stuff like Monkey League. But obviously the place to go if you want cubing stuff is speedcube.co.nz.
Thank you.
I am not gonna fall in this brainwashing moment. I will not. You will not tempt me. I will not be swayed by the corporations. I am an independent person. I will wear a tinfoil hat if I want to.
Okay, so this is maybe a good time to mention Dwayne's signature model tinfoil hat that's going to be coming out next month.
Can we get Speaker and Zid tinfoil hats? Please.
If you wear them, you automatically get faster. It's a proven theory because you don't have all the 5G signals coming into your brain.
Yeah, it blocks 5G and chemtrails and vaccines. So shall we call that a draw then between the Cubicle and Speedcube Shop? They're both cool.
They're both cool. Otherwise, we'll
Yeah,
get
sure.
we'll get a cubing war.
But there really is one winner here.
No.
Speaker and Zid.
I am leaving the no.
Insert the ad here.
Okay then, yes, let's have an ad, shall we? Here at speedcube.co.nz, I have just had a massive restock of some old favourites and new items. Old favourites, the Qi MS range is now in stock in full. New stuff, we've got the GAN 330, the Aoshwang WRM 5x5, the MGC 4x4, the MGC 2 Elite, the YJ Pocket and Standard timers, and a whole ton of manufacturer lubes, all at a great price. As well as that, the first 5 people to use the code KRCA at the checkout can have 10% off their order. Happy days, lots of new exciting stuff, everyone. Go get it. Now back to the podcast.
So we've got some debate questions, and the first one is the best budget 2x2 or 2x2s.
GAN 356.
Just straight up knowing it's not going to be budget.
It's not even a 2x2 limb. It's a Pyramix.
Wait, what? What did you say?
He said the GAN 356M.
Is it a Pyramix?
Yeah, they just released it.
Oh, isn't the 356 a 3x3?
No, the 356M is the 3x3. He's bamboozling you. The GAN Pyramix is just called the GAN Pyramix.
I hadn't heard of the name of it, so I was very confused.
I was convinced it was a conspiracy for a while, the GAN Pyramix.
Oh yeah, it looked like someone got a Huanglong and put a GAN logo on the blue side. Like, it literally did. And then, like, I asked Speedcube Shop, is this real? And they said it was. And I still wasn't convinced.
It's all an April Fool's prank.
Wait for the release date, April 1st.
Ah, yes. It won't take that long.
Right, what was the question? Best budget 2x2s.
I know people are going to say the MGC, but they're wrong. I'm sorry. Like, everyone's saying that's one of the best 2x2s in general, but I dislike it even as a budget 2x2.
See,
It broke on me on the first turn or two. Like, one of the edges, like, kind of snapped off a bit. It works, it's just slightly, like, slanted. But it just doesn't feel great. The magnets, like, don't stop at every turn. It stops every half turn for me. I mean, maybe I got a faulty one, but I feel like they're all going to be like that.
none of you guys got the NS 2x2, did you?
You can buy one at speedcube.co.nz right now. $4 shipping. if
He's
you're in
been
New Zealand.
brainwashed.
Let's just make a scoreboard of who can plug speaking the most.
We don't even say like comprehensible words anymore. It's just speedcube.co.nz. We just say that over and over again.
I found the MF2S to be a lot better than lots of the other, like, more expensive 2x2s I've tried. It's really smooth, like, it's a bit unstable, but it is still really nice once you get used to it. And I think I actually got that in a beginner package type thing. Like, it came with like 2 to 5 or something, but it was really, really nice. And then I got the Vulcan and Tengen, and I preferred the Tengen.
See, that's not a budget 2x2 though. They're big boy 2x2s.
MF2S?
The Volk and the Dwyane.
Oh yeah, I was just saying that I, like, upgraded with an actual, like,
Yeah,
proper
yeah.
one, but I'm just saying that, like, that was better than most of my other ones that were, like, not budget.
Like budget ones that I've got right now, like the UPO, like budget magnetic. I'm guessing is what we're talking about here. So there's like UPO and the MS. But what we've got the little magic magnetic is in at the moment as well, but it's a bit rattly. It's not as solid as the other ones.
I know nothing about 2x2 hardware. What I'll say is the Volk's okay, it's good enough for me, and
That's not
I
a
think the
budget
MGC Elite 2x2, I don't know if it counts as a budget cube or not, but I've heard it's pretty good.
Just don't buy a budget cube. Just go for a flagship. Go big or go home.
I mean, I'm sure like one of the ones that Mike has mentioned that's available on speedcube.co.nz would be a great option.
Yeah.
I feel like I've not used one yet, but the UPO, just because I love my U-Long, I feel like the UPO is going to be a really good budget 2x2. I need to, that is high on my list of things to have a play with when I start making review videos, which is like tomorrow.
Ooh.
Oh, sneak peek.
Yeah, so have we got an answer? What was the question? Hold on. Best budget 2x2s. Oh, it's a debate, so we don't have to have an answer, do we?
We could if you want
Yeah,
to.
we don't. We can have a...
I think we're yet to have a debate that's actually had a lot of conflict in it.
I'm gonna go in I think my take on this is, given that I haven't used one yet, but it has been very well received by the worldwide community, and it's a really cheap cube. I'm gonna go with the MS, $13
At speedcube.co.nz.
at speech.co.nz. Thank you.
I had to take it. I had the opportunity.
I'm gonna go for that one. There's also the Maylong 2x2 magnetic, of course, which is arriving this week or next.
Which you can buy at speedcube.co.nz.
And
Yeah,
of course,
I might-
any other budget 2x2 that comes out will be available on speedcube.co.nz purchase.
Oh, now you're just copying me, dude. That's not cool. Where's the style, man?
Yeah, but my favorite budget 2x2 is the MF2S. Yeah, but I don't know. I haven't tried many budget 2x2s because I don't know. I don't try it like every type of cube, obviously. Like some people have tried a lot of different types of like budget 2x2s and stuff, but I don't try many.
I don't know. I think I should send you guys some MS ones to have a play with.
I should throw a bunch of budget 2x2s and make like a comparison video.
Okay, so the
Yeah.
next one is, how does listening to music affect your solves?
I'm interested to hear what Dwyane has to say on this one, actually, because Dwayne's always got the hype playlist on his headphones when he's getting ready to
The
solve.
scientific data. First of all, I don't think this is a debate. Maybe. Jasper, why don't you go ahead? You know, put the first nail in the coffin. Let's do
think
this.
like sometimes it can be helpful and sometimes it can be distracting. So like if you're doing potentially like 5x5 maybe, and you're really trying to get to like your maximum level of solving, then you might not want to have music so you can like have complete focus, you know. But you also might want to, because silence can also be distracting, so you might want to have something to like have playing in your mind in the background, and it can be very effective for like calming down. So I think it can go either way, kind of depending on the situation, but I like to listen to music.
I feel like if it's like really silent, like the air, like it's just fully silent, then I think it's good. But like, wait, what am I saying? I think I think music is good for concentration and trying to focus if there's a lot of like background noise. So say you got a person trying to sell you something, like a businessman, but you're trying to cube. So having some music will help you focus much more. I'm pretty sure. Plus, we even have...
are you interested in speedcube.co.nz?
Yeah, I feel like music makes me like less focused on my solves. But like I can't just do straight solves with nothing in the background, like no music, no videos or anything. Just for the sake of getting slightly faster solves. Like otherwise this is kind of boring. just cubing. Like at comms it's fine obviously not listening to music or doing anything else because it's comms.
I think it's highly dependent on like how tired you are, what event you're doing, and how long you've been cubing, like in the session, and like whether you're going for really good times or just doing a lot of solves.
I'm going to paint a real tragic picture of what it looks like when I'm practicing. So I'm usually sitting on my sofa, timing with my phone, and then I'll have YouTube on the TV, but I'll be playing one of these like music for reading, like classical music for reading videos. That gets me in the zone. It blocks everything out and gets me going. It's not cool, but it works.
Top 10 strategies
Okay.
they don't want you to know about.
Top 10 strategies delegates don't want you to know about.
We've done some testing for like to see if music actually makes a difference in your solves, and we found that calm music or like very relaxing music actually is the best sort of music or like noise you should listen to, as it bet the silence category by entry by tree, by the way, by like 0.2, and we've done like 288 solves, I think. Jasper, you can help me with that one. I'm not good at math.
I don't feel like calculating it, but yeah, we've done like 300 solves per music category.
And yeah,
Really?
they've bet in 5x5 and 3x3 it bets the silence category by at least 0.2, which I think that's a big difference. But yeah, listen to relaxing music, and I don't know. This is why James likes everyone to be silent, because he doesn't want us to be good.
So listening to music can positively affect your solves by up to 0.2 seconds. Is that what we decided?
And it can also distract you depending on the situation in the event and stuff, but in general, I would recommend it. So this question is, could there be a future to unofficial competitions / meetups once official comps start up again? So I think this might be saying like, will cubing at home and stuff continue once most countries have WCA comps?
Probably. People just want to cube, and they want to beat other people in cubing, so probably.
Yeah, like, I feel they're going to be bigger right now because there are no comps happening in most places around the world. I think there's a couple places like Denmark and stuff that are having them. But, I feel like online competitions are going to be the biggest right now, since it's the only really, like, community thing you can do with cubing right now, in terms of competing. So, online competitions at least will be the biggest right now, I think, but meetups, I'd say are going to be about the same-ish.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. It could be bigger right now, because of no comps.
Well, this is literally a question for you guys, though, I reckon. So we just did one in Christchurch. You're about to do one in Auckland.
Yeah.
And these things are literally happening because there's nothing official happening. And I don't know, like, so I'm quite keen to keep doing them, to keep doing the unofficial ones just for fun, as part of the as just part of the work I do with the store and with the Christchurch club. But I think there is an appetite for them, because from what I saw from everyone who was there last week at the Christchurch one, like, everyone was just super keen to solve some cubes with people again. And we're lucky in New Zealand because we've managed to get the COVID situation under control. Touch wood, touch wood. We're doing real good compared to the rest of the world, so we're lucky to be in a position where we can do unofficial meetups and stuff. But I don't know, kids just want a cube, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, I guess so.
Isn't that it? Dwayne and Jasper, what do you reckon after last Thursday? Like, obviously you were there as part of the staff, but what do you reckon?
Yeah, I mean, we did it before and you were trying to get it organised, but I think probably you would have been going for an official competition otherwise, but I think Liam started organising his speedkeeping club before COVID, so I think definitely
November.
they will be like more popular potentially, or like more in demand. Like, people will be more desperate to go to them when there's no official comps, but I think it'll definitely continue pretty well afterwards.
Yeah, like, I'm definitely going to run the Auckland one when comps are still on, because it's just a good way to get people to be, like, warmed up for actual competitions. Like, the way I'm running them is like an actual comp simulation, like timers, displays, judges, scramblers, like basically the same, but unofficial, just to get people in Auckland prepared for actual competitions. Because it's basically like an actual it's basically a real competition without it being official, and less nerves because you know it's not official. Like, it's probably one of the best ways you can actually, like,
So
get warmed up for comps.
I'll interject and say that I actually had more nerves than official competitions, so that's kind of interesting.
That's a you problem.
Okay.
Yeah, Jasper made the point on the day that it was almost like nerves training. It's just like kind of an opportunity to practice being nervous, solving in front of people.
Yeah, like, it's even good if you're nervous at the meetups, because it shows that you can still improve on that. And it's giving you more, like, more preparation being nervous, so you're not so expect next time at actual competitions.
Yeah.
Like, the goal is to just get New Zealanders faster with helping nerves and being motivated to solve more and stuff like that. So yeah, I feel like there's still going to be, obviously, a future to meetups and stuff. There'll be less online competitions, I believe, because they're less needed right now. Well, not right now, but when everything's back to normal.
I think there'll still be like some of the more major online comps, like cubing at home and stuff, But I feel like it won't be the current situation where there's like so many online comps that you could compete in like 10 in a day, where it's just like every single country's having like 2 or 3 or something. It kind of feels like if you go on YouTube, you can just see like so many videos of people solving for a random online comp you've never heard of. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like I'm gonna guess that other countries are doing what we're doing. Like we had 3 New Zealand online competitions in a row, and those are done now because I think last month we had Cuban Quarantine 2, and this month we're having a meetup. So other countries, I'm assuming, are gonna start having meetups or actual comps after the online comps, and they're gonna slow down or stop.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna keep doing them as long as people keep turning up.
Yeah, same. They seem really fun. I mean, I haven't been to one, but it sounds like people are really interested in it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
The next question is, are budget magnetic cubes going to be the death of premium cubes? And I'll say, I think not, because like at this point there's not very much of a difference in performance between budget cubes and premium cubes, and you can see like I think some budget cubes have customization as well, but people like their premium cubes, and I think budget ones that are basically as good have been out for long enough that if the premium cubes were to lose relevance from it, it probably would have started to happen by now, but it hasn't really. And I think people like having their premium cubes, and there are some differences, and it's just like at a certain point it'll be just the premium cubes are the ones that are promoted more, but I think that they won't be replaced. But the budget magnetic cubes are a really good thing if you can't afford those expensive cubes.
Have you not been reading everyone's clickbaity titles on their YouTube videos going, "This will kill all mains," and "This is as good as again," and all
I
that
wonder
kind
who
of
that
stuff?
could be. But wait, so premium cubes are like set up cubes by cube shops?
No,
right?
I think it just means flagships.
Yeah, flagships.
Oh really? Okay. I don't really know. I mean, I don't really keep up with like new hardware as much. I just know the main ones, so I can't really answer this that well.
Let's do a quick, just for people listening who might not have heard this before or know who any of us are, shall we do a quick roundup of what our main cubes are?
This is not a question I'm good at answering.
Oh no, all the mains.
No, just your main 3x3.
Oh.
So my main 3x3 that I'm using at the moment, because I'm real cheap and I don't buy many cubes, is a Yulong.
Tingun V2.
I switch my main between a GTS 3, a WRM, a Volk Elite, a Volk Power, and again 356M, but normally I use the Volk Elite.
That's a lot. Wait, Jasper, you can just do one solve with different cubes on an average, officially. Just swap the cube every solve.
I'm not bringing
So
5
5.
3x3s to a comp.
You should. You can flex on everyone. Just be like, oh, I have a bunch of cubes and you don't. Haha.
Didn't you bring like 4 pyramids to Autumn Summer?
Yeah, I think I did bring 4.
Nice.
What was your main, Dwayne?
The Bulk 5 and I used it as a 3x3 instead of a 5x5. Maybe.
There seems to be a lot of noise being made about the budget ones at the moment. Anyway, that's what the companies are making most of their noise about.
I mean, the budget cubes are really good, but just the question is, do you think that they'll make flagships unpopular? And I think that's not the case.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, flagships won't go down for a while, I don't think. Like, they're still going to be big.
But, you know, whatever you do
if I
decide
just-
to buy, there's one place you should go to buy it.
Oh, I wonder what that could be.
Thecubicle.ucom.
Whoa!
I totally did say speedcube.co.nz.
I thought you were leaving for Speedcube Shop, or are you like...
Hey,
This is Dwayne's announcement of his retirement.
He's waiting for that offer. He's just waiting.
I am a man of unpredictability. You can never know. Next minute, I could be sponsored by like some golf company. I don't even play golf. I don't think I've touched a golf in like years. Like golf.
Touch the golf.
You haven't touched the golf in years.
That's the title of the episode.
I don't know.
What does this mean?
I don't know.
English
Man, I don't know.
teachers.
Hold on a minute. I'm just gonna email TaylorMade your reference. Pringle, get you some sweet jumpers.
Wait, what is it called? I don't think is it a golf stick? I don't know.
English teachers,
Golf
what
stick.
does this mean?
A golf club. A golf club. I don't know, but I forgot the name.
I've heard that the premium golf putters can be bought at speedcube.co.nz.
Yeah, we got putters, we got balls, we got everything you need. Come on down to speedcube.co.nz golf sale.
You don't even sell any cubes anymore. It's just all golf accessories.
All of the golf products sold by the company are half
I think
price.
it'd be really funny if there's a section of like apparel or like just other items. They were like Speedcube branded, but they were just completely different, like golf putters and then tinfoil hats. Things that are completely irrelevant from each other.
No, I'll get golf gloves and call them Speedcube gloves. And just, they're for doing OH, they're for the hand that you leave on the timer. You gotta have a sick glove on it.
This next question is quite intimidating, in my view, and it's what is the tastiest WCA puzzle? Oh no, it's are clocks the most tasty WCA puzzle? So
All right,
yes.
so I have a
I'm
clock
gonna
right
flee
now.
the scene.
I'm gonna do a taste test. Okay, it's gonna be someone pick an event.
5 blind.
5x5. All right. I have a 7x7.
No man, eat a pyramid.
I have a pyramid.
In one.
All right. So
That's
we're
too
gonna do a
dangerous.
taste test. Okay.
Dwyane, I was telling you eat a 5x5 while blindfolded.
Okay. Let me bring my blindfold. Okay. All right. Taste test right now. It's gonna be the Pyramix. I actually can't chew anything. It's just you have to dig your
Maybe because it's
you have to dig your
plastic.
teeth in really deep.
I'm crunching in here. This is the sound of my crunching.
Okay, the 7x7s taste the same as the Bell, except there's more pieces, so you get more teeth feel. But if we look at the clock, I don't want to do this. Let's just
This
say
is what the
clock's
clock sounds like.
event. I don't want to put myself through the torture.
I would argue that the tastiest Speedcube in anyone's collection would be the one that has either Angstrom V or X in it. Have you ever sniffed them?
Oh yeah.
X is like,
I'll hold the Compound X up to my microphone so the viewers at home can smell it.
yeah, I'm huffing some Compound X right now. It's lovely. It's very fruity.
Yeah, it is.
Compound V, V's minty. Yeah, and Compound
All right, let's just.
V's kind of minty.
This is getting down to a weird path. Let's just move on.
Don't eat lube, kids. Don't eat lube, okay?
No matter what they tell you.
All right, so guest questions. All right, I think everyone's excited for this. I know I am, as you can tell. But Mike, what are the things that?
Oh, hello.
Hello, that's you. Wait, is it?
That's me.
So, what are the things that cubing stores, like say speedcube.co.nz, just shameless plugging,
Link in description.
look for in a sponsor? Like, what is the criteria?
So, this is a question that I am asked, like, so often, obviously. It is the most common question that store owners get asked. I believe Billy at Daily Puzzles was doing an Ask Me Anything the other day on Instagram as well. And he was talking a little bit about this. And he summed it up quite well. So, like, you're kind of, when you're asking, what's the criteria for getting sponsored, it actually all depends. It all depends on who the person is and what they offer. Because, like, the way I've kind of... So, obviously, anyone who's listening who doesn't know, Jasper, Dwyane, and Liam are all sponsored by Speedcube NZ. And I think when I talked to all of you about it, I kind of said, like, sponsorship, being sponsored, is basically just a trade. Like, I give you whatever, cubes, stuff, the things you need to get better at the thing that you do. And in return, what do you give me? You give me...
Promotion. Go to speedcube.co.nz.
Well,
Link in
That's
description.
so that's one part of it, but like you've all got things that you're good at, right? So like Dwyane, Scube God, Jasper, Pyraminx, Liam's got the clock NR, and he's also got the YouTube game and everything like that. You're all on YouTube, you're all on Instagram, you're all doing that thing, and that's all valuable to me. So that's it. It's just the swap. So yeah, there are things that I look for. There's not certain criteria. It's not like a certain number of likes or a certain number of subscribers or whatever. You've got to be punching NR. Like, you've got to be up there in NR in some kind of event. Like, and it does have to be official, unfortunately. I know it's been difficult to get official times recently, but
He's trying to get 2x2 of Gloves World Record to get sponsored.
yeah. So it's like, yeah, it's you've got to be performing really well, and you've got to be running your sort of social game really well, basically. And that's kind of what it is.
This was a question for Mike, but I think it's the podcast that Cubics and Phil Yu do. I think it's called My Personal Onion. I think that this was a topic on there, and I think Phil Yu summed it up really well. He said, if you're asking this question, imagine that you had a cube store. What would you say to someone who asked you this? Like, what would you look for in a sponsor? And then if you think that you meet that, then you can like try and market yourself to them, right? Like,
it's a very good exercise. I like, for example, okay, I'm not going to name and shame anyone, but I am going to speak to some particular examples. Like, for instance, you get a lot of ones where people are just like, if you give me this cube for free and I'll review it, and sometimes they don't even give you a link to where they would review it, or sometimes they do and they've got like 2 followers or something, and they haven't actually ever done a video, and it's just like, well, what did you think was going to happen when you asked that question? You know, what did you think the outcome of asking that question was going to be? I always reply and say, oh no, not today, try harder, you know, maybe come back in the future.
Can I have a 17x17? I'll review it on my 2-follower channel.
Will you do a review on your Bebo? That'd be sick. So yeah, I mean, really, what we look for in a sponsor as Cube Store owners is someone who is either or. They're performing really well, they're smashing NRs, maybe OCRs, maybe WRs.
Ooh.
Or they're killing it on YouTube or something like that. They're killing it in their field, you know? Does that make sense?
Golf?
Golf.
That's how Dwyane got sponsored.
Yeah, Dwayne's sponsored because he's real good at golf.
yeah, if you ever wondered how he got sponsored without holding a current NR, that's how.
Oh.
Oh!
No. How could you? How could you expose my golf past like this? That was a dark period in my life. I can't believe you bring that up.
That's actually how the golf clubs got put onto Speaky and Z because of Dwayne's past.
Yeah, I'm just selling all his old stuff.
All right, so another question. Our last question for you, Mike, is what are the struggles of running a cubing store?
People asking for sponsorship.
Yeah, well, that's one of them. You know, that's the thing.
Not enough promos in a podcast.
Not enough promos in podcasting. Yeah, I look for a 1 ad per minute usually in a podcast or
That's
YouTube
not
video.
enough.
Those are rookie numbers.
1 ad every 10 seconds.
One struggle I'm having today, and this is a very specific one. I was taking pictures of a ghost cube for the store because they've come in a different color this time. And I tried to do a checkerboard, and I ended up with a fully scrambled ghost cube. And I've rebuilt it once already, but I had 2 very similar pieces in the wrong spot, so I've got to rebuild that cube again. So that's a struggle. That's a very specific one to today. But so I took over speaky.co.nz on the 1st of March this year, and like 25 days after that, we got locked down. So that was quite challenging. And now we're through that. It's kind of cool. That actually, the lockdown period was cool because it gave me a chance to do dumb stuff like build the new website and all that kind of stuff, work on what I actually wanted to order. But yeah, I would say, so those are both specific things about rebuilding ghost cubes and global pandemics. But the
Quite different.
yeah, the day-to-day stuff is just working out what people want and in what quantities I should get it. And so what you're trying to do is like strike the right balance of having enough products and enough cubes so that people have a good time on your website going, ooh, look at this, look at these opportunities, look at all this stuff. But also having the right stuff, because it's different. There's different people coming to a cube store. There's beginners who want a $10 mail-on. That's cool. I'm here for them. There's also people like your level who are coming for Tanyan V2s and Moyu. There's a new Worm 2020 been announced today, and all that kind of stuff, and having the GAN cubes in, and it is quite a challenge just having the right stuff, because I don't have, you know, like anyone, like you, consumers of cubes don't have an infinite amount of money to spend on the cubes that they want, and I similarly don't have an infinite amount of money to spend on the stuff that I have in the store. So that's the struggle pretty much of the day to day, is like, what am I going to buy? Because so many cubes have come out since I did my last order, because things take a long time to get to New Zealand.
Oh yeah.
I'm just like, well, oh god. And people will hit me up and they'll ask if it's coming in, if it's in stock, the day that it's announced, the day that the preview comes up on Instagram. I've been asked about the GAN Pyraminx already. When are you getting it in? Like, I don't know. No one does.
It's put like a 2-month pre-release.
Yeah.
Or pre-order.
And like that's probably like a more specific struggle you have being based in New Zealand, is that you have to wait quite a long time to get new products.
It literally takes us the longest out of everywhere in the world to get new stuff. As far as I can tell, I can't see another country's Cube store that gets stuff slower than we do. But that's all right. People are cool about it though. I try and be as realistic as I can when I'm telling people about what's arrived. But I'm super into all the products though. Like, I'm really into speed cubing. I'm into the community of it, so I don't mind. I like doing the research and I like being excited about new stuff. Like, new stuff is fun. But well, what was the question again? The struggles. Yeah, I guess those are the struggles. It's logistically a slightly challenging job, but on the other side of the struggles is all the good stuff. Like, just chatting to people. I get so many questions about products and about what they should get, and I ended up on this was a weird one. Yesterday, a kid had got a new 2x2, and within an hour he completely took it apart to change the springs. I don't even know if he could solve it, but he took it apart. He wanted to change the springs. YouTube told him. So I ended up on like a FaceTime call with these people I've never met, but apparently I've sold a cube to. And we were on FaceTime. I was telling him and his mum how to put this thing back together. So it's quite a weird job sometimes. But it's cool. It's fun. The other side of the struggle is all the good stuff. Is the community, is the events, is the Speed Cube Club, and just all the good stuff, really. So yeah, is that a good answer?
Yep.
I guess that's what it is.
Okay, so this is the thing we have to do every episode, even though we haven't been able to for like the past 5, 6, something. The records from official competitions are none.
Actually,
from official competitions, yeah. We had an NR in Christchurch, I think.
Was it one?
I'm just looking at it now. Hold on, I'm gonna put the link.
Dwyane got like a 3.0 skew average or something, so that might be counting as an NR depending on how you think about it. So that's cool.
Liam 457 clock single.
Okay, I've got the list. Wait, what? Yeah, Dwyane with a 3.81.
8-1.
Oh, I was looking at
2x2.
Alright, which one? Oh, it is 2. Sorry, yeah, I was looking at 2x2. Okay, yeah. Dwyane 3.01 average on skew. Did you get a Pyraminx in, Jasper?
No, I'm saving my strength for real comps.
Cool. Alright, so yeah, Dwyane with the unofficial Scube average at Christchurch Championships, July 2020. How about that? We'll take it. That's all the news we've got in records news.
Well, actually, there's been a record for the #1 cube store.
Statistically proven.
What's that, Jasper?
He just takes the call. Wait, what?
It's a dramatic pause.
Drum roll. Okay, that was a really awkward drum roll.
Speedcube.co.nz is you should check it out.
We did it, gang. We did it.
Wow.
How did I not guess that one?
Is there
I didn't expect it.
Is there a prize? Do I get a free cube?
Yeah, but you have to review it on your 2 subscriber YouTube channel.
Oh well, I'll do a sick review. Don't worry about it.
Alrighty.
Angles it away from the entire table.
It's just
Just a face cam.
Yeah, I'll just be a face cam. Yeah.
Surely you do recording some solves using a screen recorder that doesn't show the cube.
Yeah.
Just have a picture of the cube on screen with this talk over it.
Okay, so I've prepared a stupid competition for this episode, and it's kind of inspired by unpacking my last order from China, because I found some excellent taglines. Like, one of my favorite things about running a cube store is badly translated Chinese, and it never fails to entertain me. So I've got 3 products, and I'm looking for you guys to name. I want specifics. For 2 of them, I want specific products, and the other one, I want just a brand. The first one, I'm looking for a specific product. It will help if you watch the last unboxing that I did, because I got quite hyped about this one. Okay, the tagline is "Beyond yourself."
This is just beyond yourself.
I'm gonna skip the question.
Beyond
I'm
yourself.
skipping the question.
That's a hard pass for Dwayne.
I feel like I've seen this on a website somewhere.
Beyond
But
yourself.
you said it's on for some of the orders, so it's like a.
These are from product boxes right now.
Oh.
This is on a product box. Beyond
I gotta
yourself.
look at all my boxes.
Beyond yourself.
I'll give you a clue, okay? 2 clues. I'm looking for a particular product.
Oh no.
It is not a cube. It's not a puzzle, and everyone hates on it.
Clock.
Oh,
But I think it's cool. Are you guys ready to have a completely random guess?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll like
3,
Wait,
2,
wait,
1,
wait.
go. Okay, so we've got 2 guesses for a Lingard clock, and Dwayne's done a DNF. Okay, so the answer I was looking for was the YJ pocket timer.
oh,
People love to hate the YJ pocket timer, but it will help.
Before.
It will help you go beyond yourself. Okay, the second one, I'm looking for a brand, and I think this one might be quite easy.
Go and do
Are you
this
ready?
already.
Question number 2. Your ultimate PB
Oh.
renewer. So 3, 2, 1, do it. Okay, I've got 2 GANs and a MOU. The answer I was looking for was GAN,
Wait,
your
what?
personal PB renewer.
I swear that was from the
Renew it.
WRM. What?
no, that's what they have on like every GAN box.
So your third and final one is as follows. Conquer the world.
Oh no.
Conquer
Conquer the
Conquer
world.
a world with a cube? What kind of society do we live in?
Conquer the world. It's time to conquer the world, Dwayne. It's time to take off that tinfoil hat and your sharpened pyraminx and conquer the world.
Alright, I have a pretty good guess, but I'm not sure to be honest.
I'm gonna go. I'll give you some hints. This one is also not a puzzle, but it is available at speedcube.co.nz.
Hey.
It,
Oh, I know
it
what
looks
this is.
like it's so it's not a puzzle. It's in stock. It came in last
Wait, no, I
month,
don't.
in the last order. What else can I tell you about it? It is not the only one of its type. Any of that helpful?
No.
God, I mean, I know it's not a cube now, but I really
I
don't
just
know.
wanna
what
do
the
my guess
fuck
right now. I'm totally sure it's right. If it's conquered a world, then I have a pretty good guess.
Okay, let's do it then. 3,
I don't-
3, 2, 1. Okay, Dwayne's gone for capitalism. Liam's gone for James McDermott. Now he's out of stock at the moment.
Oh, damn it, I thought I got that one.
And Jasper's gone for the Chi timer. Jasper was closest. It was a bit of a trick because this is actually the other YJ timer. So that's the traditional YJ
Oh,
timer.
that's what you meant, yeah.
It says conquer the world on it. So yeah, you were right with the timer. But yeah, YJ's killing it with the tagline game at the
Yeah,
moment.
I think
Well done,
I feel
YG.
like the Chi taglines are always super dramatic. So
Well, there we are. Conquer the world, everyone, and beyond yourself, and renew your PBs ultimately.
Using cubes from
Indeed.
speedcube.co.nz.
oh, you stole my thunder, Dwayne! I can't believe you've done this. I was leading up to
I'm
that.
8
I was
steps ahead of the game.
missing all of them.
Do it again, Jasper. I'm gonna edit it anyway.
Oh.
No!
You can go beyond yourself, conquer the world, and renew your ultimate PBs by visiting speedcube.co.nz.
Well, what a wonderful message to end on.
So thanks for joining us for this episode.
Hey, no worries. Thank you so much for having me.
So I'll see everyone for the 1-year anniversary, if this wasn't. And remember, check out speedcube.co.nz. We're ending it there. This ended there.
That was the KRCA podcast, brought to you by speedcube.co.nz.